All righty, here we are. Hello, hello, Denise. How are you, Dr. Dukes?
I am great. I am great. I'm fantastic. You. Hey, I'm
Welcome,
ready.
everyone.
We got the first
Great.
queen here.
Okay, let me let them see you close up. Hold on one second. All right, look at there. Look at there, the smoothie queen. Girl, you are too much. You guys, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight with Dr. Duke Speaks, also known as the Smoothie Queen. And we not only have live conversation, but we have a live demonstration straight from her home, or should I say, their home. Newly married,
Yes.
newly married.
Yes. 2 months.
2 months, 2 months. Congratulations. And you know what, Denise, what I love about you and your groom is the fact that you all lead an example of how easy it is for couples to get together and live a healthy lifestyle. You all make it seem so simple with just taking walks and now the smoothies and everything that you've incorporated into your lifestyle. So, what do you contribute that to making it look easy? Is it as easy as it looks?
It is if you both have a like mindset, and it's basically you have to be willing. Both partners have to be willing to make this a lifestyle. Because if both partners are not willing, and you're trying to pull teeth from the other person, it's going to be an imbalance there. Within the relationship. So you really want to just be on the same accord as far as being concerned about, because when you love someone, you first have to start with self. Love yourself enough to make sure that you are putting in your body and taking care of your body the best way that you can. So self,
Right,
that's where it begins. And so when you care about yourself, then you're going to automatically care about your spouse or your significant other or your children or everybody else around you that you love. Is everyone
right.
always take that advice or, make that change? Not initially, but if you stick to it, then they will see the change in you, and they may come along on board afterwards. So, like,
Yeah, I think that's
if,
the key
yeah,
is being an example, sticking to it, because you
sticking
can
to it.
talk all day, but
Yeah,
if you're not doing something that seems like something that they can do, it's like, oh, okay, she's serious about it. She's
right.
doing this every day. It's become habitual. It's
Yes,
a habit,
it's a
and that's what it takes.
yeah. Because the way we eat, now it's been those are habits. The most American, sad diet, a standard American diet it's a habit, habitual.
Right,
The soul food that we've been taught and grow up on, those are habits that we want.
right.
But those things are killing us.
It
They're
sure is.
taking us out of here. And we're not talking about just 50 and older. We're talking about 20, 30, 40-year olds, you know,
Right.
that are dealing with, kidney failure and heart problems and, mental illness and depression, which is comprised of compression and anxiety and so forth. So you just really, like I said, everyone needs to take a part in this and changing
Mm-hmm.
their mindset
Mm-hmm.
to live a healthier lifestyle. And
Right.
it's on what we put in our bodies, and then adopting, like I said, some type of exercise program, something you find enjoyable to do together,
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
a couple.
Or if you're solo
If
like me,
if you
you have to, like you said, you have to love yourself enough to just do it, whether you have an accountability partner or not.
that's
I have myself, so I have to love myself enough to say, okay, you need to start walking up and down those steps for you. Because, like you said, even for my parents, I can't take care of my parents or do anything to help them or my grandchildren who are out of state. But when I visit them, I want to be vibrant. I want to be at that optimum level of health.
That's
that I can be, to give them the energy that they not only deserve, but that they require, that they demand.
yes. You said
So
that.
let's get right into it, Denise, because I know you got some great things to show, and you also have a giveaway. So basically, the camera is going to be on you for most of the night. I will let you know if we have questions, but I want you to first of all let us know why smoothies, why you incorporated that into your lifestyle, and how others can get on board and join the smoothie tribe, as you say.
Okay. Well, to begin with, smoothies to me is one of the healthiest ways to get the required greens, green leafy foods, and your fruits and vegetables and probiotics into your body on a daily basis. As we all know, the rising cost of food out there, it is hard to afford, you know, all the organic fruits and vegetables, that we need to put in our bodies. Plus the fact we have busy lives. So it's a lot to prepare those things. And we need to eat as close to raw in order to get the full nutrients that our bodies need on a daily basis. The body is built on with cells, and those cells have to have energy in order and oxygen to work efficiently. In order to do that, to process all the nutrients that the body is getting through your foods that you're getting. So, if you're not a person that's going to eat a whole orange, apple, bananas, kiwi, all the vegetables all throughout the day, or fruits all throughout the day, I just wasn't a person that would just go and eat fruit all day long. My stomach can't hold that much solid food because I don't eat that much like that. And so that just wasn't my lifestyle. So I had to find a simpler way. There were a lot of things out there on the market, and then it's expensive, to buy that kind of food. When I was buying, like, and I'm gonna show you some of the things that's in the things I use. Kale, fresh kale. We know the health benefits of fresh kale. Really good for detoxifying the body. We have carrots. Carrots are great. We know the beta carotene and the vitamin A and the things that are in that. Then we have alfalfa. So these are just some of the things that you buy. And then we have the organic spinach, that you can buy and put in your greens, make a smoothie. Pineapple, if you want to core pineapple, put it in there. Beetroots. Beetroots are phenomenal for helping the body to produce natural nitric oxide, which is basically your energy, your fuel, your oxygen in your body. I'm telling you, I walked 5 miles the other day and didn't even realize I had walked 5 miles and wasn't even tired because I drink beetroot. I make my smoothies every day, and I drink this stuff. So if you can afford to buy this, and this is organic. I bought it from a place called Fresh Market here in Montgomery because they have a lot of organic, and you can tell if fruits are organic. You're gonna have a number on the label of the product, and if it starts with a 3 or a 5, it means it's treated with a lot of pesticides. A 9 is the least pesticides. So it says organic, but just because it's organic doesn't mean that it's free of pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, because it's still live fruit that grows. So it has to be treated to keep some bugs off and things like that. So when it has a 9 on there, that is the least amount of toxins or pesticides that have been used on that vegetable or fruit. So all our fruit have those little labels on them. You always have to, if you buy orange or apple, you take it off, and then you wash the apple or whatever, and you eat it. Look on it. If it has a 3, it's loaded with pesticides. Peel the apple, before you buy it, because you can't even wash all the toxins off of it. So, but if you try to buy all of this organic food, how much do you think you would spend a week, trying to purchase all of this, and if not just me and let's say my husband, but we have a whole family. Let's say you have a whole family and you need to try to make a smoothie every day, for your family, or 2 smoothies for your family, or, or your significant, or for yourself. It can get very expensive. So before I started, looking into formulating, my own product that can help me save money, but also give me the vital nutrients, I had to look at manufacturing FDA approved laboratory that provided me with, the surety that is not only is tested for pesticides, herbicides, it's tested of heavy metals, it's tested for E. coli, Listeria, hepatitis C, because who's to say this doesn't have E. coli on it, or, the spinach doesn't have Listeria on it. We don't know. That's why you need to wash your fruits and vegetables very well before you actually use it. Because how many times have you heard of the recalls? Certain fruits and vegetables, bagged fruits and vegetables, things like this that's recalled because they found that it has an extreme amount of E. coli. So,
Hey, Denise,
yes,
speaking of that, and this comment that Greg Dotson put up, organic, does not mean chemical free. They lying to us. What about on a previous show you were talking to us? Was it lipids? Was
lectins.
it
Lectins.
yes.
Now, lectins is an enzyme that is produced by shade fruits and vegetables. So
Uh-huh.
it what it does is an enzyme that the plants produce to protect themselves from animals and insects eating them. Okay, so a lot of nightshades. I have that on my website, Naturally Organic You. Create an account and go there and basically go to Dr. Duke's Holistic Guide, and you can download that for free. That list. I have a list of lectin-free foods and foods that contain lectins. Lectins are very harmful to us. It's like poison to our body because the plant produces them to protect itself from insects, animals eating it. So we are animals as well. So it produces, that toxin for us as well. So just go and download that list and and stay away from a lot of those foods that are on there that contain lectins. But it has a list of lectin-free foods so that your body is not getting all those toxins. But yes, Greg, you were exactly right. Just because it says organic does not mean it doesn't have any pesticides on it. It's a marketing thing. Organic. And if a name has organic in it, doesn't necessarily a brand, I'm saying has organic in it, doesn't mean it's organic. You still have to look for the back of the label saying organic on the back because they cannot list, things on products or things like that if it's not organic. And or if it says USD organic on the label, then it has been approved to be USD organic. Now, the reason why I chose to make, manufacture my own product, alkalizing greens, because just like I said, buying all of this, you don't know what's in it. I mean, what kind of toxins are on it, and it's expensive. It got expensive for me, and I was doing fresh kale, fresh spinach, just making my own stuff every day. But I'm going to show you how to make a healthy smoothie, on a budget, for the whole family. And you're going to have the surety that you're putting in your body that these products are created in an FDA approved laboratory, and they are not only in-house tested, but they're third-party tested. And we have the certificate of analysis on our website where they are tested for all of your heavy metals, your mercury, your lead, your arsenic, all those things that can harm the body, that can be contained in toxins, in pesticides and things of that nature, and the land and the soil. So they third-party test. They test for E. coli, Listeria, hepatitis. So when you buy ours, I can't speak on anyone else's. I'm just speaking on because I needed something that I knew that would help me not only to save money, but that was good for me to put in my body on a daily basis because I make these and we drink these every single day.
Okay, time. You just said something. I have to plug in why I have you on every month. Now, I've had several health issues, and you try everything, and whoever they is, they will tell us, what's good for you, what's not good. You'll go crazy trying to figure it out. It seems like something changes or something is good for you or bad for you new every month. So, in my own research and through Dr. Dukes, you all listening, I realized how minerals or being deficient in certain minerals and nutrients was the cause of illnesses, and dis-ease. So I incorporated a couple of Denise's products, Dr. Dukes, I'm sorry. We went to high school together, so she's
Fine.
Denise.
Title.
Products and my blood pressure, just several things. I just feel better. I just feel better overall. I don't feel like I run out of energy as quickly as I used to. So now with the smoothies, it's an even easier way for those. They may not like to take a capsule or a pill, so they can eat or drink their medicine. So I just had to plug that. So I'm
Thank
putting you
you.
back on.
Very, very important. Thank you. And thank you for that. And, again, if I'm gonna put something out there for people to take, it's not to just make money. It's to help you, because I feel like this is a ministry for me. So I'm held accountable by the Most High God that if I tell you about something, you can rest assured that I can back it up with everything that I'm saying. I'm using it every day, and I'm not going to put anything in my body to harm me. And I don't want that for you. So this is something I do every day. But one thing about it, if you look on the back of our products, organic kale, organic spirulina, organic alfalfa sprouts, fermented kale, wonderful. Fermented vegetables. If you know anything about fermented vegetables, they are awesome. If you've ever done kimchi, it helps to balance out the gut bacteria. Okay, so you want to do some fermented kale, moringa, the tree of life, and you talk about energy, Lavender, beetroot powder, so you have the beets, the fresh beets here that you can buy in juice. And I still juice, I juice certain things, but the beetroot powder is in here. So it's all organic, and it's just encompassed in one thing. So it's like a scoop that's in here. So when you open it up, so this is just a fresh jar. So tonight I want you guys to share this video with as many people as you can. Tag them in the video right now while we're watching. And the person that tags the most people, I'm going to actually send you a jar of the alkalizing greens for free. And so if Lavender will see the people that tag us, because I can't see it from my end, but tag some people so that they can get this information tonight. Because, like I said, we have to get our bodies back balanced so it can function at optimal level, fight off diseases in the body. And a disease is just a lack of vitamins, minerals, proteins, enzymes that your body needs on a daily basis to function. And if you're not getting that through your fruits and vegetables, and you're just eating dead food all day long, you're vitamin deficient, so mineral deficient. And that's going to harm your body and cause your body to have a dis-ease in it as you go through. So what I'm going to show you tonight is basically, I'm taking this top off because it's a brand new bottle here. And so I'm just opening this. It comes every still, like I said. And like I said, when my labs get the products in, so we have about 10 to 12 different types of greens in here. They get the raw ingredients, and we don't get things from certain parts of the country because they are tainted with a lot of heavy metals. So everything that we mostly get in is from India, West Africa, other parts of the country that we know that the soil is very rich in nutrients. Here in the United States, not so much. Our soils have been the Roundup that they've been using for the last 50 to 100 years has depleted a lot of the nutrients in the soil. So we're not getting the fruits and vegetables that really grow here in the United States are being nutrient deficient. And you can ask any farmer that grows. My husband is a farmer, and he has tried to grow certain vegetables in his backyard, and they didn't grow right, or they grew kind of deformed, so to speak. But that's because the soil is so heavily, loaded with, heavy metals and toxins. So it's depleted of the nutrients. So if it's depleted of nutrients, this carrot is not going to have what it needs to give your body everything that it needs to give your body. So we buy from rich nutrient, fair trade lands and sources. So I'm going to show you now another thing that I do. This is another trick that I do to save money. I buy certain brands of fresh frozen fruits and berries. So this is basically your mango berry. So with this product, this is a really easy way to do it. It has mangoes, strawberries, and wild blueberries. Okay, so it's flash frozen. This is a brand. I look for brands that are flash frozen. I mean, as soon as they pick it, they flash freeze it, so it contains all the nutrients that were still in there in the fruit as it was fresh off the tree. So that's what you really want to look for. Stay away from some, your generic brands. I won't name anything because I don't want to, talk about any particular stores, but, look for some of the ones that are more organic and, but fresh frozen is a very inexpensive way. Plus it acts as your ice because it's frozen. So you don't have to add ice to your smoothie. So I'm just going to pour this in here, and then I'm going to, now one of the things that I like to do, because I like to get my omega, natural omega, is I add flax seeds. So you can use the flaxseed meal powder or the flax seeds. If you have a really good juicer, which is the Vitamixer is one of the best ones on the market, in my opinion. But there are other ones out there as well. But the NutriBullet is a really good one, and it's not so expensive as the Vitamixer. But because I make smoothies. I'm the smoothie queen because I do this all the time. I have to get the best out there because I make smoothies every day, and then my friends pay me to make smoothies for them. So I just, so I have to buy what's the best thing on the market. So I'm going to add some omega-3, 369. This is plant-based. So I can't really take the fish oils, even though we have omega-3 on our site and it's mercury-free. Because of my allergies to shellfish and a lot of fish things, I can't do the fish oils. So I get mine from the plant source. So I'm making enough now for 2 people. So I'm going to add 2 scoops and of that flaxseed. Now,
what are the benefits of flaxseed, Denise?
It's great for its fiber, has high fiber content. The main benefit is the omega 369, the natural plant-based omega. Omega helps the heart, okay? Helps keep the heart healthy, protects, helps lower cholesterol in the body. So it's the fiber, the doctor keeps telling you, get more fiber, more fiber, more fiber. Another way, so that's one of the benefits, 2 of the benefits of flax seeds, but it has some other benefits as well that I don't want to just go into the list of it. But those are the 2 most important reasons why I do flax seeds. This is for the omega 369, because I need my heart to be healthy, and then for the fiber. Okay, so chia seeds and are very healthy as well. And this is another source of fiber, chia seeds. And chia seeds has a lot of nutrients in it as well, a lot of vitamins and nutrients in it as well. So those are good. So I just added 2 scoops, and you don't have to do this, but this is something I like to add to it just to make sure I'm getting some extra fiber and omega, like I said, the omega 369. Now, the only other thing, so here we had, a little half, it was probably 1/4 of the bag for 2 smoothies of that. So the rest of it I'll be able to put in the freezer and make some more, or make some for the family. And your kids can drink this as well. It's a great way because I made these pineapple flavor. Okay, this is pineapple flavor. Oh my God, you gotta taste it. Oh my God, it's so good. So when you do this, so what it has a scooper that comes with it already. So you just level it off, and pour it in there. So I'm making it for 2 people. So I'm gonna add 2 scoops. Okay, and I kind of overloaded that first one, so I'm gonna not put as much. So I'm putting 2 scoops in here. So now I just added, let me tell you what I just added. Let me get my glasses, honey, because y'all gotta know, y'all gotta see. I just added organic alfalfa sprouts, organic barley, organic wheatgrass, organic chlorella powder with the broken cell wall. That is amazing stuff. You're talking about, oh my God, get your greens in. Organic kale fermented, organic moringa, organic spirulina, and spinach powder. Apple pectin, now this has flaxseed in it, but I added more because again, I wanted more fiber and I wanted more omega. So that's why I do that, because I know I don't do it. Green tea extract.
You have a sale going on. Is that one of the products that are on sale?
Actually, this one is not on sale because it's so expensive for me to make, because it's organic. So it's only $39.
Okay.
Now, if you go and
that is a good price.
If you look at some of the other brands, this is only $39.99.
That's an excellent price.
That's a
Your prices are a lot lower than other
if you try to buy
health food places.
If you try to buy some of the other products that are out on the market, I promise you, look around for some that are really, really produced correctly. Now, if you go to, some of these chain stores, these big chain stores, the Marts, and the Greens, some of these other places that have the pharmacy aisle, and you buy some, you're getting stuff from China, loaded with heavy metals, hasn't been, it's just not healthy for you, so you have to be careful in going and trying to buy some greens that say organic and stuff, but you got to look at what's in it, and then make sure that this is only sweetened with stevia and monk fruit. That's it. It's only in the pineapple flavor. So natural pineapple flavor. If it says other natural flavorings, it probably comes from bug juice. The red flavoring comes from bug juice. So you got to be careful when it says natural flavorings. That's a little way of hiding some of this other stuff that you go, oh my God, so that red dye, the stuff that they add for flavoring. If it says this natural flavorings, you tell me what is natural flavoring. Tell me it's pineapple flavor. Don't just say other natural flavorings, because you're hiding something. So look on the back. I always tell people the front is for entertainment. I made it nice and colorful, entertaining. It shows all the fruits and vegetables. But the back is where you want to get your education. Read the ingredients, what's in it. And that will tell you if this is something you want to put into your body. So getting back to it. So I just added, so that, again, we're talking about, we have an enzyme blend also. So you're getting your natural enzymes, your probiotics and prebiotics in there, and your probiotic blend. So your enzymes are what's going to help break down the foods to make sure that your cells are getting the nutrients it needs. And my husband was telling me since we've been together under one roof, he's like, I'm losing weight. And he's like, I don't want to lose this much. I don't want to lose that much weight. Because he's like 6'4", but he's losing his stomach, and some of the things because that visceral fat, especially on the top of the stomach up here by the liver, that visceral fat that covers the liver, it will literally suffocate the liver and cut off the oxygen. And it is one of the biggest causes of diabetes, pre-diabetics and things like that. So you want to, start looking at doing things that's going to help smooth out and help you get rid of that visceral fat. That's the brown.
Denise,
yes.
Not too many people have an issue with maintaining weight or not wanting to lose weight. what are some things real quickly that you can add to that smoothie? Because I'm losing weight. I don't have any weight to lose. But what can I put in a smoothie to
You can
some good fat?
you can add protein powder,
Okay.
vanilla protein powder, or they have chocolate flavor protein, some type of protein. Basically, you want to keep the you can add almond milk, nut milk. I don't recommend, cow milk because it's mucus producing. It's nothing but pus. That's all it is. So you don't want to do that. But yeah, if you add some proteins to it, you can add some even fresh nuts, walnuts, almonds. I don't recommend peanuts because they're man-made. They're created in a lab. They're not natural to the body. And then for men, it causes prostate problems if they eat too much of it. And so you don't want to add soy, anything soy, because it's a natural bean as well. And it has too much estrogen, it raises the estrogen in men, and it lowers their testosterone. And for women, it raises the estrogen, breast cancer problems, and things like that. So soy, stay away from anything soy. It's not healthy. And I know a lot of so-called vegans, they cook with tofu and all that kind of stuff, but soy is not a natural being. It's not created by God. This is what I'm saying. So but yeah, so you add more protein to it, which is, like I said, comes from your nuts. So if you want to add some walnuts to it or almonds, just to get that protein to help build. Now, another good fattener for it, I'm telling you, is, did my baby put it? Let me see if you put it on here. Let me get it for you. This is a healthy fat, avocado chunks. Okay, and it's loaded with potassium.
Oh, great. I love avocados.
This is the best source of, this is a healthy fat. So this will keep that weight on you and not, you won't lose the weight, but it will not clog your arteries, and it will give you it will give you enough potassium, because we need 4,700 milligrams of potassium every day. The body doesn't store potassium. That's why so many people are having problems with their blood pressure, and then that leads to diabetes, kidney failure, and a host of other problems. So if you're not eating green leafy vegetables every day, at least 3 to 6 servings a day, you need to add some potassium, because your body doesn't store it. When you go to the doctor, your blood test shows, your doctor will say, oh, your potassium is great, calcium, your blood work looks great. Only 2% shows in your blood serum. The other 98%, and you can research this, don't just take my word for it, I'm telling you the truth. The other 98% is in your bones and your tissue inside of your body. You need a special test in order to determine if your bones and tissue have enough potassium. By the time you show deficient in your blood work, you're at heart attack or stroke level. So, and I know that from personal experience, because I used to teach dance, and I would dance 6 hours a day teaching students in hot gyms, and over time my body started having arrhythmias. My heart was like, I was having skipping heartbeats, arrhythmias, irregular heartbeats, and I was like, what's going on? I eat healthy, I work out, and they did a stress test on me. They found it. They saw the skip heartbeats. But what happened was, and then they sent me to a cardiologist. I went to the cardiologist. They said I had a mitral valve prolapse, whatever. I didn't have that. He said, no, you don't have anything. He said, your heart looks great, but I'm going to go ahead and do a heart cath just to make sure you're okay. So I agreed to it. This was years ago, about 15 years ago. And I had the heart cath. He said, your heart is healthy as a 20-year-old. There's nothing wrong with your heart. So I said, well, what's causing the heart to beat? He says, your potassium is probably low. You need some potassium supplements. You need to eat more potassium-rich foods. So after I started doing that, guess what? The skip heartbeats went away. And so the high blood pressure went away. So that is the key, because the body is sending you signals that something in your body is imbalanced. So I take magnesium, I take potassium, I take my magnesium glycinate, because those two work together in regulating the heart rhythm, the electrical system. That is like your battery. So you got your positive and your negative charge. So one helps to slow down the heart rate, and then as the blood is going to the heart, and the one relaxes the blood vessels as it's coming back. So magnesium and potassium work together. And a lot of people are very, very deficient in both of those. So, so avocados, long story, add some avocados. So I'm going to go ahead and add some avocados because I do that anyway, just to make sure we get some potassium. So these are fresh frozen. You can add fresh again if you have the money, the budget to do so. But what I'm showing you right here with this and the greens, this will last you for about a month, and you have only spent maybe $50. If you go try to buy all the fruits and vegetables that's in the greens and the fresh vegetables and everything, the fresh avocado, you're talking about $300 to $500 a month, and trying to make a smoothie every day to give your body what it needs. We've got to get back to the Garden of Eden, people. Get back to the garden, because that's where the healing is. God told us, I put every seed-bearing plant and tree in the garden for food for your body. From dust we came, and dust will we return. So that's where we should be eating from, because that's where all of our nutrients are. Okay, so we're doing that. Now what I'm going to do is just add some of my natural organics, real spring water. And we sell this here only locally, and it's delivered. It can be delivered, but we sell it here, so we don't ship it, unfortunately. But it's the only water that is bottled at a confined aquifer. So so we actually have a sale on this right now on our natural organic use spring water. You won't, if you look at any of the spring water, it's naturally alkaline. Spring water is naturally alkaline. This water doesn't go through a chemical process in order to reverse osmosis to make it spring water. So if you buy a 24 case of spring water that's $3.99, you're getting reverse osmosis water. You're getting tap water, okay? Because there's no way you can buy real spring water from a spring. And then this one's the only one that I found in the United States, the plant that produces my water. It's confined. It says bottled at the source in a confined aquifer, meaning it comes from 800 feet under the earth, and it never allows, the spring is so protected, it never allows pollution, to get into the water or toxins, loaded with all of your natural vitamins, magnesium, potassium, calcium, zinc, copper, everything that is gathered from the rocks from the ocean and comes on up. Okay,
how much is your water, Denise, and how many come in
one
the
case
pack?
is 24 in a case, and one case is $25 a case. It's 24 in there. If you buy 2 cases, it's $40, so that lowers it to $20 a case. If you buy 3 cases, it's $55 for all 3 cases.
Okay.
So
Okay. Not bad.
Anything over 3 cases is only $18 a case. So, I drink so much of this every day. It changes your whole life around. Like diabetics, if you're diabetic, start drinking spring water, real spring water. But again, I can't tell you where other ones come from. I've tried and I've tested other ones, and it just doesn't compare. So, anyway, for that. So now I'm going to add some more water, because I'm making 2 smoothies. So I'm going to add about that much right now and see what my consistency is. So this is the mango. Okay, make my top, sure my top is on there. And I thought I
Girl, what is your husband gonna do with you? My
thought I entertained you guys
goodness.
for a minute while I was mixing this up. I'm like, I'm gonna sit here and just watch, blender go around and round and round and round. Okay, so if you can see the consistency, I'm gonna pour it in a glass, but we know you can pour it in but it's nice and see that flowing. Oh my God, I wish you guys could taste this though. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so
It looks delicious.
this is the mango, wild blueberry, and strawberry. And again, I added the avocado. You can't even taste the avocado in it because, and then the pineapple flavor. Oh my God, it's just like, Ooh, child. Make you want to sleep. Mama. I'm sorry, y'all. I got carried away. Okay. So now what I normally do is pour it into a blender bottle. And so I'll make this and I'll put it in the freezer. I'll put this in the refrigerator. My husband drink it in the morning. So, because he gets up earlier than I do. So he'll have it in the morning for his breakfast. But he drinks this every day. And he has more energy because he's full. And what is his body is eating less because his cells are getting what the nutrients that it needs. So he's not hungry because your body, your cells are so smart. God designed the body so well that it sends a signal to your brain that I'm hungry. If it's not getting the right nutrients that it needs. But if it's getting the nutrients that it needs, then it's going to always, it's gonna be happy. It's gonna be full. I'm full.
And that's why he's losing weight. And that's why he's losing weight.
That's why he's eating less. Because
that's just that simple.
Just that simple. And he walks. See, he walks about 5 to 7 miles a day. He walks.
Wow.
He art. He works. He's just like that. So anyway, I gotta take another sip. I'm sorry.
Okay, while you're sipping, Greg Dotson had the nerve to say she's doing marching poet flag girl moves. Excuse me, she is a Wolverine. Get that straight. Carver Wolverine.
Hey. So this
head majorette.
we're gonna name this the mango twist. So everybody twist. Hey. Okay. So again, $50 a month at the max. $39.99 for all of your greens, your healthy organic greens, tested. This is pure food. This is the next best source to raw. Your dried fruits and vegetables are the next best source for all your nutrient content to still be in the vegetables and fruit. Your next source is going to be fresh, flash frozen. Your bottom of the label is going to be canned. You're just not going to get any nutrients from canned foods, fresh canned fruits and vegetables. So if you're on a budget or you're on a time constraint and you want to get in your fruits and vegetables, then this is the best way to do it. So it's a very budget-friendly way to do it. But the main thing, you're getting healthier. You're giving your body what it needs. Now, I always tell people, give it 90 days. Give me 90 days. Because it takes time for your body to reverse, any dis-eases or imbalances in the body. So you don't necessarily have a disease, dis-ease. You have an imbalance. And that's why I call it a dis-ease, because your body is unrest. It is not at ease because it is an imbalance of potassium, magnesium, zinc, copper, vitamin A, vitamin B, B1. All of that comes from your fruits and vegetables. So if you're not eating enough raw, and when you cook those vegetables, you're cooking out all the vitamins. All of that is going into the water. You're just eating for taste, and to fill you up, but you're still feeling tired. You're still feeling worn out. You're still battling with hypertension or diabetes or lupus or MS, any of those things, cancer, but I mean, people have literally gone totally plant-based and reversed all of those diseases in the body because that's
Yes.
where your healing comes from. And I was going to show you another one that I use. I'm not going to make it because I know we're probably running close on time and someone may have a question. But
You got about 10 minutes.
this is a triple berry, wild berries, blackberries, and raspberries. So this is another one that they carry. Then they have one that's just strictly all blueberries. And blueberries are like very high antioxidants. So,
And I just learned that grapes are in the berry family. I didn't know that.
yep, they are.
Grapes are in the berry family.
They are.
And fruits, you were speaking about water, fruit is where we can get a lot of our recommended, our daily water that is required is out
Now,
of fruit, right?
speaking about that, if you don't have the spring water, use
Hmm.
because
Coconut water.
high in potassium, very good.
Okay.
Don't drink if you are having palpitations, hypertension. Start drinking potassium water about twice a day. 16 ounces of potassium of coconut water every day. Watch your blood pressure start stabilizing, and take some magnesium glycinate because it's the most bioavailable to the body. Your body absorbs it, recognizes it, and I know ours is not a synthetic form, so it's natural form, from the earth. So
Did you all hear that? Did you all hear what she said? If you have high blood pressure, it is good to take water, potassium water, you said, or coconut water.
coconut water has potassium in it,
Yeah.
naturally occurring. It has natural milk,
Okay.
So instead of Gatorade or zero, the zero
Oh
sugar,
gosh.
it's going to have sucralose. That is a fake sugar. It is not. That is going to cause your body more harm. So a lot of NFL people and things like that, teams have stopped giving Gatorade, and they're using coconut
Hmm.
as a source
Hmm.
to replace that.
And coconut water is not too bad. It actually tastes pretty. It's not water, but it's a different taste, but it's not bad at all.
No, it's not bad at all. And you can't even taste it if you put it into the smoothie. You can't taste it,
Right.
if you don't like coconut water. Some people have a sensitivity to it, some people don't. It's just, depending on the person. Preferably my husband loves coconut water. He'll drink the whole, I buy it and he drinks it, and it's good for him. I can't do coconut water. I have a little allergy to it. I don't know where it comes from. I bought the best on the market, organic, and my body just doesn't do well with it. So
Hmm.
I stick with the spring water. So, but I have a lot of clients that drink coconut water every day, and their doctors have taken them off of blood pressure medicine because guess what? They're naturally getting, and they do avocado, so they're adding a natural way of adding potassium to their diets. Because again, we need 4,700 milligrams of potassium every day to regulate the heart rate, regulate the nervous system in the body. If you have anxiety or nervous problems, you have an imbalance of potassium and magnesium in your body. So you need to make sure that you are getting that. And the reason why, because we're not eating enough green leafy vegetables. And so if you're not, again, make your smoothies,
Yeah.
get something healthy to make your smoothies with. And then you want to detox, the detox tea, Dr. Duke's Holistic Detox Tea. Get those toxins out of your organs so your body can then start absorbing all the nutrients properly, and, again, give me 90 days. Just give me 90 days to detox and alkaline the body. Detox and alkaline. Give me 90 days. And if you don't feel better, I'll give you money back. You're going to feel better. You're going to see this working in your body, and you will notice the difference immediately.
Okay, you got a question, Gloria Clay. Thank you for tuning in, Gloria. How do you avoid putting too much natural sugars from fruits in smoothies so it won't raise your blood sugar levels?
Well, when you're adding, you like I do, I kind of know how to measure like 2 cups, so if I'm making two for me and my husband, if I'm making 2 glassfuls, this is about enough or whatever. That is only going to give you a small amount. Now, if you do bananas are very high in sugar. Your mango and your strawberries and wild blueberries don't have a whole lot of sugar in it. Certain fruits, like if you do green apple, that's kind of high in sugar, but not very high in sugar. But bananas, a lot of people think I'm gonna eat enough bananas, get potassium, but that is so high in sugar, natural sugar, and it will raise your glucose levels like crazy. So in order to avoid it, just use a cup of your vegetables, of your fruits, a cup full per person. And that's going to just give your body what it needs. It's
And the
great.
product you have, Denise, with the greens, it doesn't necessarily have to have fruit in it, right?
No, it's zero sugar. In fact, if you take a glass and you have, can you see this? Okay. Can y'all see this? Okay. Move this out of the way. So I'm through making a smoothie. But the glass here, and I'm going to add here some water, spring water. Now, this is great by itself. If you're just on the go and you just want to, now this is zero sugar is in here, zero, no glycemic index at all, but it's flavorful. It tastes so good. You think you're drinking Kool-Aid, honey.
Is that the one that's pineapple flavored?
Yes, the pineapple flavor.
Okay.
So I'm going to add a scoop of this. This is great for diabetics or children because you don't want them bouncing all over the place. And so with the children, just add a half a scoop, but I added a scoop to this and it breaks up in the water so easily. Let me get a spoon. So I'm going to have a spoon here. So it's sitting there on top, stir it up. Just break it up very nicely. So you can see it turning nice and green. So now that's all my greens. No gritty flavor, no grit. Breaks up. Oh, you could taste the pineapple immediately. So if you're just on the go, you want to have something good in your body and run out the door, going to work, or give your kids something good that's going to help them.
And know that you're getting the recommended amount of greens in your body and it has zero sugar.
Ooh.
You can't beat that.
Yeah. And it's broken down so fine that it just breaks up in the water. If you let it sit for a
Okay,
minute,
you got one more question.
if you let it sit, so just make sure you stir it up a little bit because remember, this is raw fruits and vegetables. So the fruit, it will.
Oh, that's even better. Okay, Greg's question. Does she suggest any product to wash vegetables? I just spray my vitamins with the sink sprayer and keep it moving. Spray my vegetables, I'm sure he's saying.
Apple cider vinegar has been recommended to spray your vegetables down. I have what I call black matter, which is activated plant-based charcoal. You can wash it, but it gets really, really, really messy. So I don't really recommend that because your sink will be black and your hands will be black. So apple cider vinegar will kind of kill and neutralize the pesticides or the bugs, that's on the vegetables and things like that. So to wash your fruits and vegetables. So that would be my recommendation. If you're going to use an apple, eat an apple, I would recommend today, in today's time, peeling it first. Back in the day, we used to eat just apple and just eat it, wash it off and eat it, eat the peeling. But you're eating all that wax and pesticides all on the exterior. So peel your apple, then cut it up and eat it, however you want to do it. But as far as washing your fruits and vegetables, apple cider vinegar, don't drink apple cider vinegar, people. I don't care what people say about helps you lose weight and all that. Yes, it does, because it's killing you inside. It is causing your body to produce so much lactic acid inside of your body. And it's basically eroding your esophagus and your stomach lining. So apple cider vinegar is not. I have literally worked with a client that took apple cider vinegar for years every day. Would take, put some in some water and drink it every day, and he ended up with cancer because his body was so acidic from the apple cider vinegar. And so I don't recommend to drink apple cider vinegar, but it does help to kill the the pesticides and to neutralize, the toxins and stuff like that that's on your fruits and vegetables if you're washing them, so you're gonna, spray it down and then wash it off real good. That's about the only thing that I would recommend. Baking soda is another one, but you got to watch the salt content. Make sure you wash it really good because that's sodium bicarbonate. So watch your sodium, on that. I might have a green mustache. Please forgive me because I just got to drinking.
You're still the queen. I don't know if you guys noticed her crown that Denise has on her crown. Denise, we are out of time already. Okay, he's got one final question. Okay, Greg, only because I know you. Final question. Please tell me that my seedless Costco watermelons, no, are good for me. They are no, they're seedless, right?
Yes, they're seedless.
They're seedless. Greg, if it doesn't have a
Greg, you know
seed, where
better.
did it come
You know
from?
better.
He says they are so good.
Yeah, because they're genetically modified. They're, oh my
If
God.
it doesn't have a seed, where did it come from? That's what I always ask myself.
Go back to Genesis 1:29. Read Genesis 1:29. I have put every seed bearing fruit, plant or tree in the garden for food for your body. God wouldn't have said seed bearing, like seedless grapes. You can't find, when I was growing up, we had seeds in our grapes. We had to spit the seeds out when we ate the grapes. You cannot find grapes with seeds in them anymore because they have genetically modified and done away with the natural source. So
now I got some today from the commissary. Yes. Globe grapes with seeds. Yes.
I'm going to the
that you got to spit out.
I'm going to the commissary
Yes.
part because, and my husband grows watermelon and they have black seeds in them. They have the black.
Wow.
You want black seeds, not
Okay.
the white seeds. You want the black seeds like we grew up on. That is the.
Will he help me start my garden? I want to start a garden. You're gonna have to share your husband. Y'all can't have all that to yourself over there.
I'm gonna let y'all borrow him, especially because he's gardening. I'm gonna be videoing him and he's gonna be teaching you guys something about gardening.
There you go. That's a good one. That's another good show. That's because they're telling us that we need to be growing our own fruits and vegetables now. We need to do that so we can control what's in the soil. We can talk forever and ever again, Denise. We got to go. It is after 8. I think everyone was so tuned in tonight. I don't know if anybody shared. I didn't see any shares, but you put out some great information tonight. We answered questions. I'm going to give you 30-second closing remarks, Denise.
Okay, well, I would like to just say that, health, we already know that health is your wealth. If you are, over 50 years old or even younger, but mainly I'm speaking to our 50-year-olds and older, you don't want to live out the rest of your days, going to doctor visits, going to a specialist, going to the, back and forth to your doctors and all these issues that are going on in your body. So you want to have a healthier lifestyle because you want to, we all know that death is inevitable. We know it's coming, but, I would rather go quietly in my sleep or, we can't help if an accident, a plane falls on our head. I'm being silly, but, we prevent accidents, but we can do the best we can because you don't want your children to have to sacrifice their adult life to take care of you because you neglected to eat what you wanted to eat, drink what you wanted to drink, do what you want to do, and you're gonna feel like I gotta die of something anyway. But you're sacrificing your children's entire life. their adult life. They can't go and travel and do the things that they want to do because they've got to stay home and take care of mom and daddy. And then you got to have somebody wiping your butt, changing your diapers, flipping you over, and you're not able to enjoy life. You can't even travel. If you're on dialysis, you can't travel. You can't. So you have to think about, don't be selfish about this. This is your body. God gave you one temple to take care of, one body to take care of. And if you can't love yourself enough or love God enough to do that and appreciate what He's given you and honor the things He's told us to do, then what are you doing here? What are you trying to live for? And it's about living, not just existing. So we have to give up some of those things that we've been accustomed to, and what that was taught to us throughout our lifetime is this. It's okay to balance it out. Once a year, twice a year, have your soul food for Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving. But then rest of the year, eat healthier, make healthier choices. That's all I'm telling you guys to do. Make healthier choices. Stay away from the fried foods and everything. Don't be selfish with your life. So
wonderful, Denise. Wonderful closing words. You know what I love about you? You could have used those last 30 seconds. I think you took almost a minute though. You could have pushed your product, but you didn't. She's not a product pusher, even though she does have her own product line. Her priority is to give information to help us all live at the optimum level of health that we can. So since she didn't push her product, she does have a sale, and a very good sale that you just cannot pass up. Go to naturallyorganicu.com, and the sale is on through the end of the month. And please, if you don't consume your greens, get the product that she was talking about tonight. It's not on sale, but it's less than $40. We cannot put a price on our health. That's one that I've got to add, because I know I don't get my recommended daily amount of greens. But we're not going to talk anymore. It's almost 10 after. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll have to have the Smoothie Queen on again. Thank you so much for the live demonstration. That was wonderful. Thank you for the dance. Thank you for the and thank your hubby, Mr. Harris. Heard him in the background. Keep walking, you guys. Keep being that example. Keep farming. Just keep promoting good, healthy habits. We love you. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time. All righty. Bye-bye.
bye.
Well, it's good.